Stretch it out. Stretch it out.
You're not the boss of me. Oh, no, I need to stretch more.
Welcome, everybody.
Ended too soon. Well, you're currently holding in your ear. No,
that's...
You're currently listening to One Foot on the Ground. This is Johnny.
This is Ashley.
And today we are watching
Reefer Madness, the movie musical.
2005.
Thank you, because I never would have known that.
You never would have known that?
The date, no. Wow, 2005?
Yeah.
I would have guessed earlier.
The performance, it was a play first.
Whoa.
That was sooner.
Yeah.
But even the off-Broadway play, something I didn't realize until later today was, or yesterday, was that the off-Broadway play started, was it September 15th, 2001?
Oh, shit.
4 days after 9/11. 9/11 was in 2001, right?
You know,
Ooh, we're bad Americans. We were
I
alive.
honestly have to look it up every time because I'm bad. But hold on. But I'm bad with time.
Yeah.
So I know that it was September 11th, and I know that I worked at Sam Goody at the time. but I can never remember if it was 2000 or 2001.
Well, all right. Now
you're gonna have to look it up.
Now
Let's be better Americans.
Oh my goodness.
God, aren't we terrible?
It's gotta be 2001.
Okay.
So, they premiered.
Gosh.
Yeah.
3 days after? 4 days? Oh my God, this guy is super high.
That guy there?
I guess.
You know who that guy is? Listen to that
familiar.
voice. Listen to it. That laugh. He's known for his laugh. John Cassier?
That sounds familiar.
He's the Crypt Keeper.
Oh, look at that. That's what he looks like.
That's what he looks like.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, should we tell people what the premise of this is?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, it's a musical version of a movie that came out in, the
1936. Right? That literally just popped up on the screen.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that could have just been the time frame. I don't know if that was when it came out.
Yeah, it's based on Tell Your Children.
Is that what it was originally called?
Yeah, it is called Tell Your Children. It's a movie made by a church group to show to like parents and like a PTA setting, to warn them of
the dangers of marijuana.
Yes, and at the time,
propaganda.
Harry J. Anslinger was heading a kind of the war on drugs before the war on drugs. And so that was 1930 to 1937. He had the Federal Bureau of
Investigation?
Narcotics.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not as fun.
No. It eventually turned into the DEA, I want to say. But he did this drug stuff for 30 years, but he was also very racist. That when you heard me gasping earlier, it was like reading some of his quotes.
Oh, geez.
I was like, oh no, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
So
let's not say shitty things.
Oh no, we're not gonna say it. But yeah, so he was, doing that whole thing at the time period. This church group was like, let's tell people to not do the weeds. You digs? And then
and that's the thing. This propaganda type movie made it look like other. I just because I've seen the original.
Yeah,
and it's ridiculous.
Well, there's the original, and then what's his name? Dwayne Esper. He's an exploitation film filmographer, he was like, ooh, he took the film and he recut it to make it even more
Ridiculous.
pronounced. Yeah.
Is that the one that's called Reefer Madness?
I think it's nicknamed Reefer Madness. I think it got the nickname in the 70s. I'm going really off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the 60s or 70s, it resurfaced and people were like, oh, and then they nicknamed it Reefer Madness.
That's fantastic.
And then the two dudes who produced the musical, they were just like huge fans, I imagine.
For the record, we does not do this to anybody.
No, and something that Anslinger would say, he said two things. So they quote him a lot. The high school is actually named after him in this film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was I think it's Harry J. Anslinger High School.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But they'll like a lot of the stuff that Alan Cumming says as the... what is it? He's like the music man that's going around town to town warning people of the marijuana.
You know, looking back at this now, I believe he's why I saw this.
Oh, I bet that.
Because I was obsessed with Alan Cumming at this point when this came out.
That sounds about right. I'm pretty sure I watched it because Neve Campbell was in it and I was a huge fan of Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Look at us go.
The people.
Fans of things. Oh, and Anna Gasteyer. Anna Gasteyer. Love her, yeah. That was also a driving
that's
force.
What I'm saying. I remember, because I used to do this, I think I've mentioned this before, that I would obsessively watch the work of one person.
Yeah, it does.
Like directors or actors or whoever.
Yeah, that sounds like
And Alan Cumming was one of them. So he would have been the reason that I would have been like, oh, look at her, look at that, look at that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I definitely would have recognized all these people.
Yeah, there's a lot of big faces in this movie.
Now, I was going to say, one of my fun facts that I remembered is one of the main dude, the singer dude, or, you know, I don't know, the main kid dude.
Christian Campbell?
Yes, that's...
Jimmy?
That's related to...
Neve Campbell?
Thank you. Yeah. It's a brother, right?
Yes, they're brother and sister.
And I was like, and then I was like, whoa.
Oh, I knew it. I was listening to the soundtrack earlier, and the what's that song? The orgy song.
Oh gosh.
Take a tea stick. I was literally just singing it a moment ago. I can't remember the title.
Were?
Yeah.
Oh.
There were seconds. Yeah, that's whatever. They're talking about the carnival.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
So yeah, basically,
So
Reefer turns kids into zombie type creatures.
Yeah. So the idea of the original production was to show like it's like these kids who get pressured into trying marijuana, and they're one is in a hit and run, right? There's like a hit and run. There's like attempted rape. There's violence. Maybe I'm thinking of the exploitation one. And what else? What else is there? Like some people get violent, some people become sexual maniacs, and
Sounds fun.
yeah, like Kristen Bell's character. But yeah, and so yeah, it was to scare people, and then that homeboy brought it up to scare people even further. And so the musical is based on that, and it's like heavily references the film and the era and the quotes from Anslinger. So he like would talk about how marijuana would make people so dulled and lazy that they wouldn't notice a communist knocking at their door, which is a line in the song talks about communists. But then there's also talking about racist tones, like, you know, jazz people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know, it slows down time so much that they play all these unnecessary notes in between.
Oh my god.
That one's in the movie. I love that part.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, and then it makes people violent and crazy. It makes them crave human flesh.
God.
Dude, what even
joint?
Alan Cumming revealed a marijuana cigarette, and John jumped with the crowd. Yeah.
I was legitimately terrified by the joint. Oh,
he does so well in the film. Alan Cumming plays multiple characters. He plays like 10 different characters at least.
Oh, so when I don't know what I'm saying to you.
What are you saying?
I was involved with a production of this musical on the stage.
Yeah.
And I was the one who made the signs. Now, I don't know...
Like picket signs?
No. Like, there was somebody that would... That's him, right? That's the hottie
Jimmy?
dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Listen
so
to
cute.
Jesus, Jimmy.
Ooh.
Just say no to the marijuana.
Ooh, do you think him and Alan Cumming had sex?
Absolutely. I do know his girlfriend was like in the movie, though. She was like one of the dancers in the orgy scene.
Who cares?
So I don't know. Yes. Let's just say yes, they had sex.
I'm gonna believe that they did because it makes me happy.
I just confirmed.
Look at young old Kristen Bell.
She looks exactly the same.
Actually, she looks exactly the fucking same.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kristen Bell never ages.
She's probably a vampire.
Oh, maybe.
I think she is. Oh, it's a turtle.
Oh, go on with your signs.
Oh yeah, so throughout
Just
the
watching the movie.
musical, they have like somebody, they'll say something funny, and then like a woman will come out and hold up a sign that further escalates the humor of what's going on.
Okay.
And she just walks past everybody, and everybody laughs hysterically or whatever. And I made all those signs.
Oh, okay, right on.
And they were super popular. Like, they were very funny. And
give me an example of one of the signs.
I can't think. And I was wondering if they were in the movie because I haven't seen the movie since I worked on that. So I don't remember. Like, I'm thinking like that little thing where it said "Tell your children" or whatever. Mm-hmm. I feel like something like that. Like that would have been something.
Yeah.
I really can't remember what all. They were really funny though. Ashley is trying to open a bottle of wine, by the way, for all our listeners out there, and she's having a fun time with it here.
Well, I don't have
do you have
a corkscrew.
No pliers?
You can do this thing. Oh, maybe not. Uh-oh.
No, you're going to need
I have pliers, yeah.
Yeah, get some.
So I was doing it with an eye hook that you can just like hand twist into wood. I twisted into the cork.
I feel like you're going to break that cork right in half doing this.
Well,
and then we're going to be...
Then we can start over because then that part down there isn't stripped. I ripped the eye hook straight out of the cork, though. It's...
it's happening, folks. It's happening.
All right. And you know what... Also...
This musical is very funny, by the way.
This musical is... Wait.
Oh, shit, I didn't. I was trying to help, and I didn't help.
It's okay. We're good. This music is also brilliant. I think it's, like, perfect. Like, even, like, the little foreshadowing, like, them talking about how their love is like Shakespeare and how they can't wait to read the ending.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be future spouses, put a plague on both our houses if we're wrong. All right, stop looking at me.
OMFJ.
I can't believe this failed.
You could just push the damn thing in all the way.
I can't stick my finger all the way down that. Yeah. Anyway. What else about the movie, Johnny? About the play that you did?
I remember that the girl that played her...
Kristen Bell, Mary Lane?
Yeah, she had to be replaced last minute by one of the other members' sisters. And I think she was really nervous about it, but she did such an amazing job playing that girl. Like, in fact, this song I remember specifically she was nervous about. And I was like, no, you were amazing. This is getting worse and worse and worse.
All right.
Not the movie. The cork situation.
Yeah. Sorry
Oh,
about
look,
that.
now he's Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins.
Yes, he is.
Why is he out of frame?
I think that
Are you zoomed?
Oh, you know what? I think I zoomed for the last movie. What was that movie?
First Wives Club?
Yes.
Yeah, zoom. Unzoom that shit, me, baby.
I hate that.
Wow. I was like, wow, why would they cut beautiful Alan Cummings' head out of the shot? They didn't. 420.
Yeah, there's 420 at a bunch of places. I think it's also on like the collection bin at the
That's good.
at the church. They also, I'm pretty sure they don't use the same term outside of songs for marijuana twice.
Oh, so they always call it something else?
Yeah, they're like calling it the stuff, reefer. On a gas tire song is the stuff.
This is one of my favorite parts of the entire movie. Is she about to do it? Is she about to sing the song?
Not
yet.
Not yet, no. But it's Babalacha, lettuce.
Babalacha?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
When the
Obviously,
Babalacha's got you, you'll forget the word no.
Who is that guy? He looks familiar.
Steven Weber?
Oh, it's Steven Weber!
Yeah.
Holy crap!
So the guy who plays Jesus.
Jesus.
What's his name? Is it Robert Torty? Is that his name?
Oh, I don't know.
He was Steven Weber's character in the off-Broadway performance.
Okay.
And he only reprised Jesus and let Weber play
Oh, so it was like a
the
dual
drug
role?
pusher. I think so.
What's
I
it-
think it was
oh.
kind of like Alan Cummings. I think he was, because he's like, because this guy here is like the devil, and then he also played Jesus.
Oh, that's funny.
But everyone else, like Kristen Bell was on the off-Broadway performance. Christian Campbell has been in every performance.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
He was like, I'll be playing Jimmy, sweet little teenager Jimmy, until I die.
He's still playing him now. I've never heard of him. Other than this. Has he been in anything else?
I haven't really. I think it's just mostly this.
He's really good at this one thing.
He just really loves
He's
it.
a one-trick pony, see?
Well, he just swallowed it. He just swallowed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God! He just smacked Anna Gasteyer. Gas iron.
Gas tire?
Gas
tire.
stove.
Wait,
Yes.
it's Anna Gas Stove.
I'm really bad with her name because I'm
Is it Anna or
not
Anna?
exactly sure how to say it.
I'm not
Now
worried about
you're
the
worried
last
about
name.
Her first name?
I've only worried about her first name. It's definitely Anna Gasteyer. Anna Gasteyer.
Anna? I think
Gasteyer
Anna.
is the same.
Anna Gasteyer. Gasteyer?
Cast iron.
Cast iron. Anna Cast iron.
Anna Cast
Now she's got a fucking blade. Okay, we are never going to drink this wine.
We're going to drink this wine and it's going to be fine.
She is annihilating the cork.
Oh, yes.
This is fun commentary for our kids.
Well, nobody can see it, so it's not really good for our audio.
I wish
listeners.
that I could film it, but I'm using my phone to record our podcast.
Look.
Because this would be great for the Instas. Oh, she's singing her songs!
Yeah, because she's.
Now, you're not going to be able to hear it, folks, but I'm going to talk about it, right? Can I talk about it?
Talk about her song, that's fine.
So she sings a song about the stuff and how Jimmy beats her and all this kind of stuff, and she's like walking up the stairs, and it's so dramatic and ridiculous.
Well, it's also like, it's
She
also
can't help
depicting,
it.
yeah.
She can't help it because she's addicted to the stuff.
It's the addiction, yeah.
And so she has this one line where she says, what does she say? She says, oh, you don't have the subtitles on.
Oh no, the subtitles wouldn't work.
God damn it.
What it is sometimes the fun escapes me when Jack gets stoned and rapes me.
And when she does it, she goes up the stairs and she's right by a window, and she out of the window she rapes me, And like the entire neighborhood stops and like a milkman drops a bottle of milk on the ground and it smashes and a little kid's like on his tricycle like, what?
And she says nothing numbs me better than this stuff. And it's really sad.
It's horribly sad, and I hate to laugh because enrage is never
so
fun.
like perfectly executed.
But it's right here.
Well, they they can't hear that.
It'll never not be funny. I'm sorry. But anyway, when they did the show, the friends of mine that did the show, it's funny because there's an alternate version where she can say he gets stoned and beats me, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And I told them,
and that would fit.
It fits, but oh my gosh, this is getting
Don't you dare look at me.
Ridiculous.
Don't look at me.
I can't help it. This is getting ridiculous. You're going to have to filter out cork now.
I'm fine with a little cork.
I don't want cork.
Well, all right, then you don't get wine.
I don't want it. I mean, she is stabbing this thing with a... Oh, you can just push it down in there now.
Then that's all cork.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but at this point, you're going to have some cork in it.
Well, John...
Ah! She just sliced her leg open. We got to go to the emergency room. Look at what Reefer did to you. Oh, here we go. Big cork chunks. Oh, there you go. Can you hear that, folks?
It's the sound of success.
It's the sound of 30 minutes later we have a drink. God, this better be worth it.
It was the finest $10 bottle of wine they had, John.
Anyway, so when the folks were putting together the show, oh my God, there's so much cork.
I've got a filter. You want me to filter it?
Yeah, maybe.
Too bad.
Oh, okay. Just give me a.
I'm gonna filter it.
You gonna filter it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you talk.
Oh, so oh gosh. Now I'm
I'll give you a subject. Corn dogs are neither corn nor dogs. Discuss.
The Industrial Revolution was neither industrial nor revolution. The Prince of Tides was neither about princes nor tides. Discuss.
Oh, Harry J. Anslinger.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
So, my story is okay. So anyway, so the friends were doing the production, and they debated about this line. And I told them, I said, that is the funniest part in the whole movie. I said, if you cut that line, I'll be so pissed off. And it worked. They put the rape me line instead. And I was so excited about it. I'm pretty sure I clapped when it happened.
That sounds...
Destroying everybody's peace of mind. And the fourth wall. That actually makes me think of this is not related exactly.
Go ahead.
But and I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast before, but I went to a one-act competition in high school, and it was, I believe, with the same group of people. And because I continued outside of high school with these people and worked with them. But anyway, so we went to one-act competition, and my ex-boyfriend dude or whatever that I used to make out with in a graveyard, which is a whole nother story. But he was in one of the one acts, and he was so ridiculous. It was terrible. Like, their one act, first of all, was 2 distinct acts. So it should have been automatically disqualified. But then his part was so stupid, and he was supposed to be playing like this, I don't know, well, straight dude for one. And he was definitely not a straight dude. And he just sounded ridiculous. And I was laughing so loud and hard with my high-pitched laughing squeak thing that I do. And I was falling out of my seat that they actually had to pause their performance on stage because I was so disruptive. And my classmates were mortified that I did that. But whatever, they were terrible and their one act was 2, so it didn't matter anyway. Oh, and then we won. So I helped.
Did you say they were terrible and the one act was 2?
Yes. What?
There's your mostly cork-free
My
wine.
mostly cork-free? That makes me a little nervous.
Well,
Am I going to swallow cork? Is that bad for my system?
probably not if you have a good system.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, if you have a good system, we'll make a difference.
So now they're at the malt shoppy, right?
Yes. So what's happening in the performance?
Alan Cumming is playing a beatnik. Something just popped up on your screen that I don't know what it means.
Oh, my controller disconnected.
What are you doing?
I spilled red wine.
Ashley's back here like spritzing her carpet because she spilled red wine. So in the musical right now, they went to the malt shoppy to meet Scooby and the gang so they could solve a mystery. And everybody's dancing in the background. It's actually hysterical. But like they continue dancing while he's having a conversation with the drug dealer. But basically, they're going to have drugs pushed on them now, and they're going to try the marijuana. Right?
So, alright.
Am I right?
What's happening is...
Did I mess that up?
Jimmy wants to impress Kristen Bell, Mary Lane, right?
Yeah.
Kristen Bell here. That's the rest of our wine.
Oh.
In a measuring cup.
So it's evenly distributed?
Absolutely. Are you joking?
Oh, now we got a fantasy sequence like Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Where Nev
Did
Campbell
you know,
is now in a little outfit.
Nev Campbell is a classically trained dancer.
I'm not surprised. I think she's a talented lady.
She is.
She's gorgeous.
What does Steven Weber talks about this scene as like, I just stand there while she dances around me.
I mean...
Yeah.
Well,
she
he's
does,
doing
yeah.
some work. I mean, you have
Just
to trust
holding
your
her.
partner to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just flip Nev Campbell over your shoulder and not be good.
Or Nev Campbell can't just flip over his shoulder and not be caught.
Look at that. Good
Yeah.
God. Do you think it was
Jimmy.
weird for Jimmy
Jimmy?
to see his sister throw her leg up like that and be sexy?
I don't know. When was Wild Things made? Do you think it was weird for Jimmy to see the movie Wild Things?
No, I never saw that.
Oh, Nev Campbell and what's her name? Denise
Melissa
Richards.
Flockhart?
Denise Richards.
I don't know why that was the first.
Kevin
Whoa,
Bacon.
I haven't
They have like
eaten very
a three-way. You've had a sip of wine.
much. I know, and I felt very disoriented for a moment. I was like, whoa.
No. So what's happening in the film is we meet these two good kids, Jimmy and
15 cents for French fries?
Jimmy and Mary Lane,
God, we need to live in the 30s.
and they are plumpy and preppy, and they've got their futures ahead of them. They're really good kids. Jimmy was studying with Mary Lane when they were talking about Shakespeare,
Probably.
right? And they all. And so Jimmy wants to ask Mary Lane out to the dance, and he wants to impress her, but he can't dance because he has 2 left feet, and so he's looking for swing dance lessons. And while he's at the malt shop where all the cool kids
The
hang
malt
out,
shopping.
there's this is where he talks about jazz music. There's a man there who offers him swing dance lessons and tells him he can just meet him at another location, and he'll
God, that sounds like sex.
yeah, except
That would be a hot scene. Steven Weber getting the groove on with sexy dude.
Christian Campbell.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I'm picturing
Yeah.
some crazy scenarios.
Yeah, and then voodoo magic that turns like white women.
Oh my God, she's
into,
like,
yeah.
oh!
And she tore
holy
off her
shit.
shirt. Yeah, that's what marijuana does.
Wait a minute, that's what marijuana does or jazz music? Oh my God.
Both. Pick one. Yeah, and he was
Ooh,
like the
now
orgy
Alan
scene.
Cumming is in a tank top with his hair tousled
Well,
because he
he's-
just had sex with that other guy.
He's at the trap house now. And so Jimmy, this guy's offering him swing dance lessons, and he's like, yeah, dude, sure. This sounds great. Perfect. Right up my alley. And he's meeting him at this house, which
And
is
a gas star's house.
Yeah.
Gaslight and a gaslight's house.
on a gas star's
I'm sorry,
house.
on a gas stove.
Yeah, where the Crypt Keeper and Amy Spangler, what is she? She's Sally the Slut or something in this movie.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, like or the
Something
the marijuana slut or whatever.
Her wig is gorgeous.
Her what?
Her wig.
Is that a wig? Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's a wig.
yeah, it's a wig.
They would not want to do that.
I really like
everybody.
her voice.
Can you imagine though if you're back
Hitting
in the
those
30s?
notes? No, I wish.
Like in the 30s,
Mm-hmm.
like having to do your hair up like that every single day.
It takes time and a lot
And
of
I'm
chemicals.
sorry, but there is no way that a super high. What is she doing?
That's her baby.
That's her baby?
Yeah, so Sally has a baby. She's clearly not a good mother
This is what I'm
because
saying.
she's
She would
doped up
not
on the
have
marijuana all the
immaculate
time.
hair. This woman
Right.
would not have him.
She's like stupid baby, stupid door, stupid wall. She's always bumping into things. So Jimmy and his dealer, his soon-to-be dealer, his swing dance instructor, have arrived at the house. He rang a cowbell multiple times so everyone knew to clear, and because he's bringing fresh meat. Anna Gasteyer is pretty upset at how young he is.
Oh yeah.
Because like about how
They get
young
younger and younger.
Yeah, because how old was she when she got hooked?
Oh God.
Yeah.
When she started hooking.
No, when she got hooked on the
Oh
stuff.
God, she's gonna burn.
Yeah,
her
now
baby.
Sally lights her cigarette on the stove, leaves her baby's carriage on top of the said lit stove, because marijuana makes you do dumb and stupid things. But she's coming in on cue because she's also part of the scheme to get new
them to
people.
dance. And her hair looks good again. Like
to get new clients, right? Kind of like lure,
she would be the
to lure
instructor,
them
though.
in.
She'd be the tango instructor.
Oh, they
or
are-
whatever.
wow.
Swing instructor.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, totally forgot about that.
Now you would smell that baby burning by now, wouldn't you?
Maybe. I think about now she does.
I mean, like everybody. Like,
Well,
is that a baby burning?
well, there's a lot of smoke in the house because they all
Oh.
toking it up.
Oh God.
Well,
She just hit a wall. That was great.
yeah, like it wasn't there the whole time. What? When we see the carriage is completely charred.
Now, is that appropriate to throw water on a fire? A fire of a gas stove?
You think?
Oh,
Are you
God.
thinking you should smother? You should smother oil.
Oh, oil.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about gas stoves. I don't know.
I don't know.
used to
I
have
don't know
one.
anything about
gas
anything.
stoves are amazing, by the way.
Absolutely.
Have you ever had one?
Yes.
They're so good. Heat up. They boil water like in 2 seconds flat. It's amazing. I can have mac and cheese way quicker.
Right.
Stove heats
Proud of
up
how
like
much mac
crazy.
and cheese you eat.
Oh, she smacked him back. I love it.
Yeah.
You do it, girl. You smacked that motherfucker.
Well, he's just gonna hit her harder.
Kind of looks like John Waters.
He
Is he got
does
an
because he has
erection?
that. But yeah, I think so. That pencil thin mustache. Well, I think she was touching him, and he was like, "Uh oh,
He's like, oh no, I'm
Yeah.
getting a bowl now.
Yeah, well, he's in a very weird spot.
He's got a pretty good bulge sometimes. You can kind of see his dick every now and then. It's kind of good.
Well, we're about to see.
Him in his unders, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she asked for a lighter for her cigarette. And Jimmy's like, "Oh no, thank you." And she's like, let's do it. Everyone's smoking out of their various pipes. I don't think we ever see Steven Weber smoke though.
He just lit up a cigarette.
Is it a cigarette or is it a marijuana cigarette? I don't think we ever see him high.
Oh, he's probably not.
Right, because he's the
dealer. He doesn't do it.
Yeah, he's not a dummy.
That was a thing back in the day when I used to smoke the marijuanas.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of a thing to have if your dealer came over with the weed for you, that you would
smoke with
them.
Yes.
Which was never my thing.
To smoke with people?
Well, that too. Did I ever tell you about the time? Oh, so I used to have this friend.
Okay.
This is great. I have flashbacks to marijuana days. So, look what weed'll do to you, kids.
You know why I picked this movie?
Why?
Because I'm doing a drug test on Tuesday.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be clear. I haven't had marijuana in years.
Same.
But,
Oh, I like this. I love the music in this
It's so
movie.
good.
It's so good. All
it really
of
is good.
Yeah.
And here he goes.
Uh-oh.
Sexy dude's about to take off his clothes.
And here comes those percussions. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, your weed story.
my weed story. So I used to be friends with this kid, and he would get me the weed. Oh God, this is hot.
Keep talking,
There's a
John.
lot of flesh going on here.
Yeah, and a lot of thrusting.
Woo! Anyway, so he would be the one that would get me the weed. He would know the dealers and all that kind of stuff, and then we would hang out and get high.
Mm-hmm.
And he many times mentioned like how it was cool that I was gay, and would never like, try to feel him up or anything. And I was like, well,
he's sitting there smoking weed with you, and he's like, "Pretty cool, you're gay. Thanks for not touching me." And it's like, okay,
kind of. I mean, he would bring it up other times too. Like he
Yeah.
just thought it was cool that we were friends or whatever. I was like,
Okay.
well, gay men don't always want to molest
any person.
anybody.
Like the only criteria is having a penis, and then the other straight men are like, "I'm vulnerable."
So
Yeah.
this is the thing. He did bring up the fact that like one of his other friends in the past, like where he used to live, would do that, and I was like, oh, it's like, well, I don't. It's fine. I really don't know how I got around talking about it, but I was just like, yeah, I'm cool. We were watching Friends at the moment, so
Yeah.
I was more interested in like, could you shut up so we could watch the Friends?
Yeah.
And so, anyway, so then like one day we were in my room alone watching something on the television, and oh goodness, yes.
He lost the underpants.
He lost the underpants, and now he's mostly naked.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sexy. With a marijuana leaf right above his penis.
Yeah, kind of
He's
like an
got a
atom.
big ass crotch, though.
He does.
He has a big bulge.
Well, he's also done every iteration of this performance, right?
Yeah.
So he's probably like, I gotta be fit for the naked scene. I gotta,
is fit as fuck too.
Yeah.
He looks good.
Yeah.
That's what I wish I looked like naked. And
Me
I
too.
would have a big crotch too, so it'd be fun. Maybe I'll do that when I'm 40, which is next week.
Perfect.
I'll look like that next week. So anyway, so
Yeah, as long
back
as
to
it's
the
a birthday
kid.
wish,
I
it's
think
gonna come true.
I can't remember his name, so I can't really say what it was.
Okay.
But I really don't remember.
Yeah.
I want to say
Alan
something
Cumming
with a
as
J.
The
Is he like
devil?
a devil?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sort
he
of.
looks
Yeah.
pretty good in the devil.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, so one day we were smoking like we normally did and all that kind of stuff, and like, it was really awkward. Like he stood up to do something that didn't make sense, and I realized he was standing up
With an erection?
with a big old erection,
Oh.
and I was like, oh. And I feel like that's why he had mentioned it at some point. Because I think he wanted to do something with me.
Right.
But he didn't want to be the one to ask for it. He wanted me to do it to him because he's probably, quote unquote, not gay.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was literally inches from my face. And I was like, whoa. And I didn't know what to do because back then, I mean, up until I was, 32 or something like that, I hadn't even had sex. So this was completely out of my comfort zone for sex of any kind because I was like, I don't know how to initiate sex. I don't know what I'm supposed to do if I get your dick out, technically. And I'm too old to ask at this point.
But also, he also set you up with, like, because if you just took it at face value, he set you up with, like, thanks for not reaching for my dick.
Yeah.
Because and maybe it's also because sometimes I get a boner for like no reason. Thanks for not reaching for it. Some dudes like kind of think that it's like
fair
for
game
them. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. I did not do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, I'm mad that I didn't do anything because I really wish I had. But like
did he just stand up, had an erection?
It was very close to my face. It was like he was definitely making sure I knew that he had it.
Yeah. And then he went and got a glass of water or something. Came back, sat down.
No, he didn't get a glass of water because we were in my bedroom.
Well, he didn't leave the room at all. He just stood up and then sat back down.
He stood up to look at something that was on my
dresser.
Actually, yeah, I think it was my dresser. My booby dresser. Oh my gosh. This is fun.
Jimmy's smoked marijuana, and now we're seeing the decline in his life. He'll just shower with anybody now.
Now, do you think Nev Campbell was uncomfortable seeing her brother in his little skimpies and with his big old dick?
I don't think she would be as uncomfortable as him watching her in Wild Things. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
I always wonder about that. Do sisters feel the same way about the way a brother would feel? I don't know. I'm not a sister. I'm a brother.
I'm a sister.
I feel very weird when I see my sisters doing... Well, my older sister really doesn't do much by the way of raunchiness. She used to when she was younger. She had her days.
I mean, I've done gestures and stuff that have made my brother uncomfortable that I would make at parties when we would be playing
your
crazy beer pong,
blowjob.
Yeah.
And gestures. Yeah. All I can think about is you doing those because you're very good at them and they're very raunchy. She tickles balls.
It's graphic.
It's very graphic.
And
you don't have to have any
kind
of imagination.
And I've done them in front of my brother, but I've only ever done it in front of my brother when I was on an opposing team of beer pong. To make him uncomfortable. He's like, this is not fair. That's my sister, man. That's my sister.
Now, see, this is the thing. This is not what happens when you're on marijuana.
Right, but
this is
this is the message that they were sending, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jimmy forced himself upon Mary Lane and shoved his tongue in her mouth.
Oh my God,
which he had never had before.
He should have not, and he should have saved all his sexiness for a dude. Just saying.
Yeah, now he's tweaking.
Tweaking. You don't tweak from marijuana.
I don't know. C420 all the way down. Those are the Catholic Church. Those are the
What are those? I don't know what that is.
It's
I should, 'cause I went to Catholic school.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Isn't it the doodads that you're reading from? The hymns,
the hymns
the
and scriptures.
Yeah.
The chapter and verse or something like that.
Yeah, that's it's where
chapter 4,
what page we're going to do or whatever we're reading from throughout the day.
John 4:20. I think so. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Were you thinking of John 3:16?
Do you know? Okay, I'm having more flashbacks, and guess what they're about?
I've been looking
Just
for
guess.
pews. Church?
Boners in church.
I guess that would be a thing for young boys.
Boners.
Was it because of how hot Jesus is?
Fuck yeah. Give me that sexy body up on that cross. Come down off that wood, baby.
Oh, man. So many jokes.
Oh, God. And then I would have to kneel to pray, and I was like, these tight pants, I don't know.
But you could... I would suspect if you go
Nobody
to kneel,
really
you could
knows,
press against the pew in front of you.
You probably don't want
to
do that.
conceal it. All right, never mind.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what it's like to have a boner.
I realized, because having boners is not cute, especially when you're that age and you're going through all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized very quickly that the best thing to do for me specifically, because I don't know about other dudes, because I don't know how big their penises were.
Right.
But, and we've mentioned this, I'm sorry everybody, but my penis is bigger. So it was awkward.
However big you think it is, it's bigger.
Whatever you're picturing, it's a little bigger than that. I'm kidding. It's not that. I mean, it's not ridiculous. It's not like...
It's abnormal.
No. It's really not. It's an average
It's a
big
wonder
penis.
why he ever wears shorts, because you can see it.
Oh, God, no. That's not true. It's not that crazy.
It peeks out the bottom of his shorts.
It's bigger than average, I'll say that.
Okay.
But it was awkward because if you got an erection and it was hanging down...
As opposed to hanging up?
As opposed to being upward.
Okay.
It was awkward because if you had to stand up, like I remember specifically, there were many times you had to, like if the teacher got lazy and was like, everybody can just come up and get the worksheet instead of her passing it out and having us pass it back. And like, I was like, God damn it, not now. And I literally had to several times, like I had to hunch over and go quickly pick up the thing and run back to my desk because I'd have a big ass boner and it was hard to, but I realized the best thing to do was to have my mom get me very tight, whitey tighty kind of underwear. Very small. Like the smallest you could get. So that way I could have my penis pointing upward.
All day?
All day. So that if I did get a boner, it would just go straight up. And then it wouldn't be that hard to conceal. Because it would go up into my belt.
Struggles of boyhood.
Honestly,
you guys are trying to conceal your
I understand women
penises.
have their own issues and they're very, traumatic.
But what are you talking about? Periods?
Horrible. Yeah. And it's always when the girls are wearing white pants. That happened a lot in Georgia. There was always a girl in white pants that would get the period. I was like, geez, Louise.
It's the curse of the pants.
It is. I'm like, don't wear white pants.
But they make my butt look so good.
And that's the thing. The white pants were very popular at the time that I was in middle school.
90s?
So, yeah, it was like 93, 93, yeah. Yeah, it was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, but I think boners are pretty fucking bad, and you can't control it. You have no idea when it's going to happen, when you're going to get one, how long it's going to last, if it's ever going to go away. And that was the thing, like, with me, I'm, like, abnormal, I think, in that capacity, where
your erection doesn't go away
it just will
for longer than 4 hours. I think you need to call, birth control.
I remember seeing commercials later in life where it says, like, if you have erection more than 8 hours or whatever it is. And I was like, are you kidding me? I've had some for like 12. I was like, should I see a doctor?
Yes.
But this is without taking Viagra. I mean, I just naturally will. Like if I'm, especially at that point, if I was younger and somebody spent the night like a boy or something like that and was in my bed, I'd have a boner the whole fucking night. That would be there the whole time you were in my room. Because I'm like, alrighty.
Just because you were super hormonal?
I feel like I'd still be like that to this day. Like, I mean,
you sleep with a boy in your bed.
Sometimes. He sleeps on the couch a lot.
Oh, okay.
But on the weekends. That's actually kind of true.
Also,
Jason kind of only goes in there on the weekends.
Well, do you guys have different schedules in the morning?
We have different work schedules,
yeah.
So it's he comes home like at around 9,
and you're already asleep,
and I'm already in bed ready to go.
Yeah,
ready to go to sleep. So
yeah, that sounds about right.
He just stays out on the couch and he'll watch TV and all that kind of stuff. So I've actually had a lot of boyfriends like that. Actually, all of them.
Oh,
like we always.
Maybe it's your raging boner at night.
It's probably me, but yeah,
poking them in the back.
Probably true. Like, stop poking me with your fucking boner.
They try to move it, like you don't move.
I'm like, sorry.
You don't wake up one bit.
No, sorry. Actually, with the one boyfriend, I will not name names at this point.
Okay.
I keep doing that, and I feel bad. But he would like wake up in the middle of the, well, not actually, okay, he wouldn't exactly wake up. Mm-hmm. He would just attack me in the middle of the night sexually.
Right.
And I would please him to completion and then realize most of the time he was still asleep. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then I'd have to, do my own thing or whatever. Off in the corner or something. No, I'm just...
You got up and went into the corner to do it?
No, I just do there. But we also had a California king size.
Oh
bed.
wow, those are big,
fucking huge,
oh,
and it was my favorite thing because
John,
I originally.
Were you rich?
And this is actually where this comes from, and to this day I do this. Like I will sleep under the sheet, but make sure that on my partner's side of the bed, it's tucked in. So they sleep on top of the sheet with a comforter or something over them, and I'm always under the sheet. So there's a shield from getting to me.
Oh,
I still do that to this day. Isn't that weird?
Because you were assaulted.
Because I kept being assaulted, and I eventually would be like, I can't do this anymore because I'm tired, and I get nothing out of this. You do. And he would always the next day, he's like, did something happen last night? I was like, yeah, again. And what do I get out of this? Nothing. And that was the boyfriend that I had for like 5 years and never had sex. I mean, obviously, blowies and things.
I was going to say blowies and towies, but...
Blowies, ew, no toe work. No
I mean, he not anymore, because John's all toed out.
I'm toed out. I'm totally toed.
Ooh, that was funny.
Oh my. This is very fun.
This is very fun. Very, very fun. So,
very sexy, too.
Jimmy was at church. He was stealing from the collection, or the donation bin. I don't think it was the collections, because they take the collections at the end of service, right? So it was like a...
Jesus is some tiny little loincloth. Well, sort of.
Kind of,
It's got a good split in the side that's like just a little bit higher Jesus. Come on.
Hey.
Speaking of hot Jesus coming off the cross.
Golden boots. Yeah. Yeah, his knee-high boots that are made of gold.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yes. So, Jesus has come to Jimmy in a vision, telling him to, get high on life instead of, the devil's lettuce. Or whatever he calls it.
Oh, get high on life. Give me some money. I'll get high on life and give me some money.
He's not getting money from weed either.
No, but at least you have something.
I don't know. Eternal salvation?
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Are we really getting into all that?
I'm telling you what this guy's putting on the table.
I kind of want to be a Buddhist.
Buddhist?
Yeah.
Because of Reefer?
No. I watched Queer Eye just Queer Eye. It's not for the straight guy anymore. Just regular old
It's
Queer
about
Eye.
time they progressed a little.
But they went to Japan.
Uh-huh.
And in one of the episodes, they had a Buddhist monk that is gay and out, and he does drag and stuff like that. And
Okay.
the Buddhists are like, because he asked them when he wanted to become a Buddhist, or a monk, he's like, is this okay? Like, can I do all this stuff too? Because this is what I love to do. And they're like, you know what? Absolutely, you can do that. As long as you're preaching equality. And I'm like, Buddhists are fucking awesome. Yes.
They're, what is it? I think this is Taoism, but I think they're under the same, umbrella. For Taoism, they discuss, the uncarved block, and to, carve a block, and, to fit
Michelangelo?
Sure. Or just, a block of wood. When you...
To carve it into a big dildo?
Yeah, but when you carve it into the big dildo, John, you're losing pieces of the original block. So you're forcing it to be something it never actually was, and you're losing part of yourself doing
that
it,
makes
right?
Me sad. What if Michelangelo never wanted to carve a block of marble because he was concerned about the pieces that were being missing?
He's talking about yourself.
Oh.
It's to...
Can you imagine if Michelangelo never made a sculpture? Where would we be? Our lives would be less enriched.
I mean, yours, maybe.
Well, mine.
Mine would be the same. I don't know who Michelangelo is.
I do not know how to respond.
I know who Michelangelo is. I've seen his work.
I've been influenced and touched by his pieces. Good God, lady.
Yeah.
Oh. That would be so sad to me if you did not know who Michelangelo
was. Well, wouldn't it be also exciting to, show me for the first time?
I think of that all the time
Goodness,
with Prince
John.
music. Like how jealous I am of people that like
Don't know Prince?
don't know
like
Prince
me.
and want to know. I mean, if they don't want to know, they just want to listen to Drake or something, then I can't help them. But
Is Drake not influenced by Prince?
he probably is, but people that like Drake don't give a shit.
Up and here they've got their hit and run.
Oh, there you go.
Jimmy said no to God. He said he has a new God now.
Which is weed.
Yeah, it's the
Mary Jane. Reefer.
the stuff.
The stuff.
Ganja. Devil's lettuce. What else is there?
The spliff? No. Is a spliff?
Spliff is
something.
weed
It's British.
and tobacco rolled together.
Oh, really? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
A spliff? Mm-hmm. Isn't that a British thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I know it because of the TV
God,
show
she hits her
Skins.
head a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Where's her child?
Did you know? I think Harry Anslinger,
Houdini?
Harry Houdini Anslinger, was also not fond. He wasn't fond of jazz because
Oh, fuck
because
him.
they used the stuff.
Did they really?
But also things that had jazz music in it, like Betty Boop.
Yeah.
And apparently, I don't know if it came which came first.
The chicken or the egg?
But Popeye and spinach, and how he'd put spinach in his pipe and he'd inhale spinach before getting big and strong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was like the original intention of the cartoon or if the cartoon ended up playing it up afterward and Popeye became a representation of marijuana later.
Is that what Popeye is?
I'm saying I don't know, but a lot of people.
And I was like, I really don't want to eat spinach.
Well, I thought, eat your vegetables and you'll get big and strong. But then other people would use Popeye as not like a logo, different word. I don't have it. Mascot?
Mascot.
A mascot, because he would be inhaling green stuff.
Oh my god.
Spinach is another term for marijuana.
God.
Yeah, he'd shove it into his pipe and get on and go.
I don't hate on spinach, but I don't like cooked spinach. I think it's floppy and gross.
Oh! I love cooked spinach.
No, I want it fresh and
saute
crisp
spinach and just shove it into my mouth.
No.
Right down my gullet.
Stop it.
That's where all the good stuff is. Sometimes I steam it, sometimes I saute it.
I do think doesn't it bring out more of the nutrients by steaming or...
I'm not a scientist.
I think it does. Like broccoli, I think it's the same thing.
I do know that frozen vegetables have more nutrients than...
because they were steamed first.
Because they have to be frozen within the first 3 hours of being pulled.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they also have to blanch them or whatever.
Yeah, so you have to...
Which I learned the hard way.
So you're capturing... They're not losing their nutrients like the ones that are sitting on the shelves.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jimmy was driving, under the influence.
Well, but he wasn't driving.
He was passengering under the influence and with somebody who was also under the influence, who sold their baby for reefer money.
Oh, did she really?
That's what he had asked her. He was like, did you really sell your baby for reefer money? And she kind of answered it, but not really. But it was like a yes. Right? She knows what she wants.
I would do it.
You'd sell your kid for reefer?
For Criterion Collection.
That tracks. John, please.
I'm never going to have...
Please, by all means.
I'm never going to have a child, so don't worry. Don't worry, kids.
Gosh, balls nuts.
Balls deep?
Yeah, gosh, balls deep. Did you take my car?
What?
I was, the line in the movie right then. He's, serenading her, and she says, did you take my car? That's all.
It's a really good musical.
It is.
Have we mentioned that already? I'm
Those
not
of you
eating
who
as
haven't
much
seen
these
it-
days, so I'm
Mother
probably
of ball
drunk.
sack stuff.
Ball sex stuff.
Blah.
I got wine on my legs.
I got wine on my butt.
We got wine everywhere, and there's cork everywhere too. We are a mess today. I feel like this is the perfect accompaniment to this particular film.
The wine?
The craziness of our activities match the fact that we seem like we're probably on Reefer Madness.
I can't, John. I told you I have a drug test coming up. Staring me sweetly.
Yeah, but we don't even need
stop
it.
drinking. Singing along with the movie.
That's not a bad thing.
No. I
keep thinking
good.
about that, like when we watch things with songs in it, and like I haven't really sang a lot to the movies.
Yeah.
And I sang
I was
the
thinking
wrong
about that
words in the
today.
Goofy movie, so I was like,
to
to my favorite song from the Goofy movie. But
Sometimes I sing wrong words so that you would correct me or to bother you.
do you really?
Yeah.
Do I correct you?
No, not anymore. I think
I've
lost my power.
For fun or something. Oh my God, there's clams singing.
Mm-hmm.
Do they got teeth?
They do.
That's disgusting.
They're singing oysters. When he had his when he was hallucinating. Oh, hallucinations was in the first one too. The original. Tell Your Children. The oysters were like talking to him. So yeah, he hit and run. He's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm coming clean. I'm gonna go find there's only room for one Mary in my life, Mary Lane, with an L, because he loves
Not with
her.
a J.
Yeah. And so he's like, we're gonna run away together because we are so happy and in love, and I'm so sorry.
Her nightgown is massive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a lot of fabric to get through.
But she's using it to dance.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
If I had all that fabric, I would do the same.
Well, what I'm saying is not hindering Kristen Bell one bit.
Kristen
She
Bell
is
is
maximizing
adorable.
it.
Did you ever see her? I think she was on the Ellen DeGeneres show,
Okay.
and she loves sloths. Do you
Uh-huh.
know
Oh,
this?
and
her
Dax
boyfriend-
Shepard got her a sloth or a visit from a
Like
sloth
visit
or
from a
something,
sloth,
and she
just
like
was bawling hysterically in her bed, and she couldn't come out of the thing. I feel like that's me.
And
I would do that for certain things. Like when Erica got me the Stanley Kubrick Archives book from Taschen. And I could not stop crying for like at least 30 minutes.
That's so much time.
It was a long time. It was awkward.
I
was like,
I
are you going to stop so we can look at this book?
Nah, I turn my feelings off like immediately. I become dead.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, I sob. I sobbed earlier. I can't remember why. Probably because I'm old.
In my hallway?
Yeah, probably.
When you saw Novocaine?
Great film. Highly recommended, folks. Are you excited about next week's film? Do you remember what it is?
No.
Ah, look at you! I actually had...
Wait.
I had to listen to our episode closely because I knew I mentioned it, and I couldn't remember what I said.
Oh, man, I don't
And
remember.
now I do remember, and I can't wait.
I'm certain I mentioned something. Well, no, I never committed to a movie for the
You did
following
not,
week.
no.
You know,
And
I
in
kept bringing
fact,
up
this
stuff.
was not one of the ones that we...
No, we've
mentioned.
discussed this one before, though.
We have, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize that you had seen it.
Oh, I love it.
And you've told the rape me story.
Rape me!
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
rape is never funny.
No.
Except that time.
That execution is pretty good. But this movie's also, it's pretty much perfect.
It really is. It's a fantastic
I don't have
film.
complaints for this movie in
No, not at all.
any real capacity. The music's
It has
super good.
everything-
The storyline's good. Even though it's a
The
remake,
bulge.
yeah, there's a
Butts.
bulge. There's bulges and butts.
I mean, come on. Hot bodies.
The story moves along quickly.
It does, yeah.
Like Jimmy.
It's never dull.
And even now, Jimmy, he's come clean, and he's like super excited. He was gonna give Mary his ring, but he couldn't take his thing off. And now suddenly he's like, he's gonna say no. He's gonna say no to the stuff once more. He's gonna be persuaded. Yeah, that's just a regular cigarette, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not.
No, I mean, he probably doesn't do the drugs.
Yeah.
I would imagine
I don't think he does because he doesn't get crazy. There's no such thing as a totally static reefer addict. Well, on a gas tire.
Yeah, she's actually kind of... But she's also complacent to being beaten and raped.
That's true. She's numb.
So,
the stuff numbs her.
And she's
right.
able to be raped.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's awful. It's really awful. I mean, in reality, please don't rape people.
Well,
I just...
well, yeah. Nothing numbs her better.
Don't rape... no, murder. Don't murder either. Murder's bad.
I think that's one of my favorite songs, is the murder song.
In this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I do
What
like
is
Mary
that?
Sunshine too. It's a chocolate brownie that has weed in it.
Oh, it's a weed brownie.
Yeah, he's tricking Jimmy.
You know, I've never had that to this day. I almost did when we were visiting.
Didn't we have
when
cookies?
I was visiting. No, I never had any. No.
Interesting.
To this day, I haven't had any. But I almost did when I was in Seattle, but I just... Like, one night I was drinking, and I was like, I don't want to do the 2, because the last time I did that, it was a horrible mistake. And I didn't want them to have to deal with me crying hysterically about who knows what. So I didn't do it then, and then the next time... Actually, I think it was drunk both times, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
I've had my
I'm
roommate
also
used to
terrified
make
because
cookies.
I get terrified of death whenever I smoke weed. So I'm like, that's hot. Look at that.
It's a bunch of Jimmy's with boobs and teddies.
Whoa!
He's having sex with his brownie. John, are you shocked? Do you not remember that part?
I actually kind of don't remember this part, but I love it.
Well, he's singing a love song to the brownie. And,
whoa!
Yeah, and everyone's covered
sexiness
because they had an orgy
with a brownie.
Yeah, and so so Jimmy's back on the stuff. He fell off the wagon, or is he back on the wagon? He fell off the wagon.
Well, he fell off the wagon to get on the wagon. He's back in the saddle again.
And he's smoking the reefer again, and he's going twice as hard.
God, is he ever going to get off the reefer?
No, I don't think so.
Who cares?
I care about Jimmy's future.
Well, no, I care about Jimmy, but this is never going to happen in real life. Jimmy never did this in real life. No. This is not a thing that happened. This is still not a thing that happened. Reefer's not doing this to anyone.
Oh no, he's taking his ring to make payments for more marijuana. The ring that he was going to give to Mary Lane.
Should do? You know what he should be giving up for marijuana?
His penis?
He should be whipping that shit out and having some back alley hand jobs. It gotta be sexy.
Back alley?
Yeah.
They're in a house.
Well, I'm saying, like, go back in the alley and have some hot dude, like, jerk you off. It's awesome. I can't guarantee that.
And then you get a marijuana cigarette.
Yeah, there you go.
And then you go back.
Then
a jazz cigarette.
Oh, and then play some jazz music, some Miles Davis,
ooh,
some Art Blakey.
Now this is starting
Messengers.
to sound nice.
I'm digging this. Yeah. I want this to happen to me. I want some back alley hand jobs and some spliffs. I can't guarantee that.
Spliffs or the hand jobs?
Actually, no. I don't want a spliff. Maybe an edible, because I've never had one. And that'd be kind of nice, and a nice hand job.
Yeah, so my roommate used to make the cookies. And maybe hand jobs, I don't know. Not with me, we were platonic.
Okay.
We were platonic roommates.
You didn't get to use any of your
He did give me a cookie
skills.
from time to time, but I was so fearful of them because people would be like, he's got the best cookies, and I'd be like, oh no.
I don't want the best cookies.
No, I don't want the best cookies because I don't like not having control. And so
with Seattle, I was terrified a little bit because she mentioned like a little bit of this is gonna be super strong, and I was like, oh, I don't know about that.
Jimmy's humping her leg like a dog. He's humping the corner of the couch.
Oh, yeah. Now he's earned in that weed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Mary Lane, he's earned the weed. Oh. I just heard that. Mary Lane has followed Jimmy back to the trap house, if you will, And
Crypt Keeper
Sally looks out the people and she's like, oh no, we got to get out of here. And we're going to let the Crypt Keeper take point. And Mary Lane is like, hello, have you seen my boyfriend? I followed him here. My car's out front. You know. Oh.
Has he been in any other things?
Who? John Cassier? Cassier.
The, oh God.
Crypt
Is he
Keeper.
getting excited?
The Crypt Keeper?
Yeah, is the Crypt Keeper getting a boner?
I think it might just be like the pleated pants that he's wearing.
God, I hate pleated pants.
Why? Because boners?
No, it makes people look like they have balloon crotches.
Right.
Hideous.
So, but it's also, you know,
What?
relevant to the time period.
Well, yeah, but people still to this day wear pleated pants, and I don't know why, because they're hideous.
It's mostly voice work that he has, like in Casper and...
Casper? Who's he in Casper?
I don't know, your mother.
Excuse me? My mother was not a character in
I
Casper.
bet he did a voice
He was
for
probably one of the
someone.
ghosts.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the bad ghosts.
You're a bad ghost.
Oh,
He
Mary Lane!
He was literally the Crypt Keeper. He pushed her head onto the cigarette.
He did.
Yeah, it burns
She
my
likes
lungs.
it, though.
Well, of course.
She is. Look at her. Oh!
Yeah.
The gestures.
Now he's
it's
sexually
so
assaulting
raunchy.
her.
It's so raunchy. And
He's-
Kristen Bell is hysterical.
Yeah, I like how what she's doing with her eyes.
Yeah,
how
she's
she's like
really
knocking
good.
him. Yeah. I really like the. Did you know?
What?
Oh, I thought you
what?
would like this. You would like this. The choreography for the off-Broadway performance.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it carried on into here because there's only like one extra song. I think that Mary Sunshine's the only extra song in the movie.
Well, they gotta try to get that Academy.
Paula Abdul did the choreography.
No way.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. So that
Oh.
choreography is so good.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Isn't it?
Wow. I'm
gonna check to
literally
see if she
blown
did it
away
for the
right
movie,
now.
but
I'm
she
blown
definitely
away.
did it for the performance.
That's incredible. Good job, Paula. You know what else she choreographed, and I always think it's hysterical. One of her choreographed credits is the touchdown dance in Jerry Maguire, which I have never seen, but I just imagine it must be good. Well, the touchdown did, not the movie.
Yeah. I've also never seen the
she
movie.
looks hot.
Well, yes.
She's
I
now wearing
love
like
his laugh. She's
uh,
wearing
dominatrix type leather Catwoman sexy.
Yeah, suddenly the Crypt Keeper is out of his element. He was thinking that he was going to get some, but suddenly she's a dominatrix.
Whoa! Oh, there are dudes.
Oh, the butts
There
and
are
thongs.
dudes in sexy thongs. Oh, his butt's out there too.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! He's wearing a little thong.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he feels very exposed.
He should, because it's hot. I like this.
Choreography.
Oh my god, look at
This
those
crazy
buns.
broad.
Where's
This
my
crazy
buns
tomato's
look like
raping
that?
me. Yeah. Oh.
Holy fuck. There are some nice butts in this scene.
There's nice butts throughout the movie.
Actually, yeah, that's true. Oh, she's branding him?
Yeah. For Mary Sunshine.
I love it.
Yeah. This is fantastic. John, are you just watching it now?
Yeah, I'm just loving this right now.
Oh.
Whoa! You saw he had to shave.
Mm-hmm.
He had
Well,
to
because he
shave
got branded.
his bits to be on camera, and he looks like there's some razor burn in his groin area.
Oh, there might
Wait a
be.
minute, his undercarriage. Wait a minute, where is that?
Your undercarriage?
Your butthole area?
The taint area?
The taint butthole area. He had to shave it, and you could tell because he had some razor bumps.
Yeah. Oh, now she's having sex with him.
Which means he probably has a hairy butthole.
Oh, no.
We're opening a can of worms here.
Words out.
Whoa! You know me, I like a hairy butthole.
did she do? Okay.
What?
I'm trying to pull up Paula Abdul's filmography.
God, you know, she was in, what was she in? Some kind of horrible movie.
Romeo and Michelle in the beginning. The TV movie. She played as herself.
No way. There was a TV movie of Romeo and Michelle?
Yeah, and we did not see it.
I had no idea this was a thing.
Romeo and Michelle in the beginning. No, actually, that sounds a little familiar. Like a prequel sort of thing.
It was on television?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
Well, John?
I do know that there was a weird show that happened after Romeo and Michelle where it was like, it had characters from the reunion, like non-Romeo and Michelle, obviously, but it had like the other characters, and they were all coming back to their hometown for a reunion. And I was like, this is really weird because you guys were in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion and you're playing in a show about a reunion, but Romeo and Michelle are just absent somehow. It was a very strange thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember why I would even watch that, but I did. I watched it and it was canceled very quickly.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh no, he found out that Crypt Keeper was sleeping with Mary Lane. Mary Lane. God, look at his sexy body.
Everyone sleeps with Mary Jane.
There was some in the boxers moments there. Oh wow, she's getting hot.
Who, the Sally the Slut?
Sally the Slut. The Slaw.
Amy Spanger.
The
Yeah. So now there's a tussle between Jimmy and the Crypt Keeper because Jimmy's upset now that he has deflowered Mary Lane, and then our drug dealer has come in, pulled out a gun because there's too much chaos, and the gun was fired, and Mary Lane was shot in the chest.
Oh, poor Mary Lane.
Yes.
Some good underwear for the ladies.
What good
For a
underwear?
little nightgown. And a gaslight.
And a guy star is wearing a good nightgown? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, and slutty Sally Sleuth.
She's also a sleuth.
Whoa! Look at that dick. Look at the dick.
Oh my goodness. And the dealer's framing Jimmy, putting the gun in his hand.
Looks like Jimmy has an erection there, too.
I don't think Jimmy has an erection.
This is hot.
I think Jimmy's wearing a dancer's belt.
Jimmy, why are you wearing that? I could have seen some balls there. Damn it.
Oh no, now they're convincing him that the marijuana made him shoot Mary Lane.
He actually does look familiar in a weird way there.
Christian Campbell?
Yeah, like he's been in something else. What is... He looks like somebody. No, well, hold on. I'm not saying he was in something. He looks like somebody. It's a very different thing.
I know. But he was also...
Oh, he looks like somebody I know. Never mind. Which, that guy's cute. Now I kind of want to see his dick.
He also was in True Detective.
I've heard of that, but I've never seen it.
Pitch Perfect.
He was in Pitch Perfect?
In the 1995 telefilm.
Why are you ruining my...
Picture Perfect.
Why are you ruining my life here? God, there's a lot of blood. Ew.
Well, yeah. And now they're in their Romeo and Juliet's, yeah. They're Shakespearean.
Her hair is ridiculous, like a drag queen. It's fantastic.
Oh, The Crown?
Isn't that her hair?
Yes. Well, is it?
That looks like a braid in the front, right there.
No,
like,
I think it's a crown
right,
thing that.
Well, it would have been a fun hairdo.
It would have been.
Like
You should tell the drag queens.
Drag queens, could you please do a cosplay of Mary Lane?
Yeah. Well, and Jimmy, because Jimmy has a matching outfit.
Actually, Jimmy kind of has feminine qualities to his face.
Absolutely.
So it's very easy to do that. Like a drag king could do it.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun. That'd be a fun evening of drag.
Do you want to do it? The two of us?
Do you?
Yeah, I be Jimmy and you be Mary.
Oh, I would do that. Oh my god, do you know what I've always wanted to do?
Yeah, because Jimmy got a cool hat.
From Funny Girl,
Mm-hmm.
the song I Am Woman, You Are Man.
Sure.
Or You Are Woman, whatever. The song. It's good. I've always wanted to do it, but I want to be Barbara Streisand and I want somebody else to be Nikki Arnstein.
Okay.
And I just would love that.
So that you could be the girl and I could be the man, or they could be the man?
Yeah,
I'm the woman and you're the man?
We almost did it for the same people that I was talking about that did this show.
Mm-hmm.
They would do something called the faux show, and they would basically reverse roles.
Oh,
so
okay.
I would do, like I did...
Classic theater move.
Yes, I would do... well, wait a minute. What did I do? The first time I did it, I did... Shit, what did I do? No, I did two. And it was funny because I mentioned right off the bat the two songs that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, well, somebody else was already doing those. And I was pissed because I was like, God damn it, I wanted to do those.
Were they Prince songs?
No, they're from musicals.
Oh, okay. Apologies.
Prince has not written a musical. Well,
What about Chubby Rain?
Stop it. Actually, he technically did write a musical, but we don't need to get into that. That's a whole Prince nerd thing. But
Oh, perfect.
But we don't. It never happened. But he wrote music, and not the point. So they did the show, and I did the songs that I chose that I wanted to do were Dream Girls, and I'm Telling You I'm Not Going.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one was from Guys and Dolls, and it was Adelaide's Lament.
That one, is that one in the beginning? That one's familiar.
I don't know. I've never actually seen it.
I have it if you want to
only
borrow
know
it.
because I saw that.
Yeah. I have most of my movies unpacked now, John. Look at that.
Yeah, I actually did
Took
see
me
Guys and
3
Dolls, and I was
years.
like, I've never seen that. But I did a song from it. No, Barbara Streisand, it was on her Broadway album, and we grew up listening to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew it very well. It was actually the bonus track if you had the CD, for the record. For the record, but not on the vinyl.
This guy got jokes.
And we had the compact disc. So I knew it very well, and I was like, I really want to do that. And
Oh, you got more butts, John.
there's some butts. Those are some bear butts.
There is a lot of male booty.
There's some
in
male
this
shit in
movie.
this. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good for a movie.
Yeah. For
That's my voice that I do all the time.
It sure is.
And there's a kid going to a jail cell, and he's gonna have a butt raping scene.
Oh no, that's probably what they were saying.
No, that's actually what was gonna happen. He dropped the soap too, and they all cowered around him like, "Ooh." He dropped the soap. Anyway, so I'm telling you I'm not going, and Guys and Dolls, Adelaide's Lament.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do those two, and somebody had already taken them. And I was like, God damn it. And then later, the person, or both the people, I guess, that were doing those songs, and I had a very hard time trying to figure out what else I was going to do. Because I was like, well, I really wanted to do those. I really didn't have any other ones that I wanted to do. So I almost did the duet from Auntie Mame, Bosom Buddies. We'll always be bosom buddies, pals, sisters, and friends. I think that's something like that. And I was supposed to do it with this guy named Doug, and he was a very good singer, and I'm not. So I was like, you could be the better person, and I'll be the other one. And we practiced it, but it was still awkward, because to do it correctly, I had to do it very low. Like, we'll always be... And I'm not good at notes. Like, I don't know anything about F or G or C or...
What?
I don't know any of those things. So when he was like, well, you gotta do it in F sharp or whatever.
Kristen Bell has a new skimpy outfit now.
Yeah, she's... The devil is shoving his penis up her booty, maybe?
Yeah, she mentioned it hurt a lot to bend.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So she's getting her weed some way.
She's dead.
Oh, that's right. She
being
died.
punished. She's in hell.
Oh, she's in hell being punished. I forgot about it.
Devil.
Well, I mean, maybe she gets to have weed down in the pits of hell, right?
Sure. I mean, I think that it's a positive thing.
Oh. So
anyway, she didn't get her vices.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
So so in the end, the people that were going to do the songs, they said no, never mind, I don't want to do those. So I got to do both of them, and I was terrified because now I had to actually do it.
Yeah.
And I did do a very good job, but it was only one night, thank God, because I could not imagine having to do that twice in front of people. But and I'm telling you, I'm not going. Do you know have you seen Dreamgirls?
Yes.
So you know the Jennifer Hudson song?
Yes.
In the movie. And I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm not going. Well, I had to do that. That's not an easy song to sing. And halfway through.
You picked it.
I know. But I wanted to do it, but that doesn't mean I can do it.
Oh, John.
I'm one of those people where I'm like
a child.
I want to do it so bad.
Con los ojos.
But I did a good job, so calm down. But I did, but it was funny because I had practiced it so much, and I did it in a higher thing, like, and I am telling you, like I did that. And then halfway through it, I couldn't do it anymore because I hurt my voice so bad from practicing so much. So I dropped down. I was like, and I am telling you. So everybody made fun of me. Because they're like, you went from Effie White to Barry White, like, real quick.
That's really funny.
I was like, that is perfect. And it was even better because I had a big afro wig with these gigantic sideburns that I actually had in real life at the time. Mm-hmm. It was this, and the other Adelaide's Lament, which I did perfectly, by the way, because I love Barbra Streisand, so I'm very theatrical in that. But I did that, and I did it with the same sideburns, but I had a beautiful blonde wig, kind of like Mary Lane in this movie, that I wore. So I looked ridiculous with a bathrobe, and I was sick, because she's sick in that song. Do you know that song? Is it in the movie? I don't even know if it's in the movie. It's about her having a cold.
Barbra Streisand isn't in Guys and Dolls.
No, I'm saying I don't know if the song is in the movie because I don't know what songs carried over from the show to the movie. But Adelaide's Lament, she has a cold.
Okay.
And that's the whole point of it. Like, it starts off with her sneezing and I can't think of how it starts. Which is funny because I had to memorize those two songs.
An average unmarried female, basically insecure.
Oh, yeah. The average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustrations, may react with chronic symptoms.
Yeah.
Difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. Achoo! In other words, just from waiting around for the plain little bands of gold, a person can develop a cold.
That was good. That was really good, John.
I'm very good at that one.
Oh, the Crypt Keeper is
The Crypt Keeper, dismantled.
Well, he has murdered, what did he say? I got me a snack, it was nice and fresh.
Oh, God.
The weed made him hungry for human flesh.
Because that never happens.
I don't know. I've done the marijuana once, and I'll tell you right now, I did crave human flesh.
I'm hoping you mean sexually.
That's not where I was going. I was meaning guts and blood, and I wanted to eat people. Also, I've done weed more than once.
Can I go home now?
John, there's no ganja.
I'm just saying.
In this
now
system.
that you're saying this, who knows? Maybe this wine is gonna.
Maybe it's time to end this recording and lock the front door.
Oh, stop! I'm very sweaty.
Oh no! Oh, goodness. Yeah. So, a lot has
God,
happened.
this ended very violently.
Well, it ends a little bit better.
It was like a scarecrow, though. That was kind of funny.
Yeah. Oh, how like he has
He's got straw coming out of him.
coming out of him. So, for those of you who are not watching along with us,
which you probably aren't, because nobody ever does.
No, I listen to it in the car.
Yeah, I listen to it at work.
Yeah. So
I want to. You know what, folks out there, if you hear this part of our podcast, if you got this far, tell us how you listen to this. Like, are you at work?
Oh, yeah. That'd be good to know.
Comment on our Instagram post or something. If that's what you want to do. I mean, or email us. Nobody's ever emailed us.
Yeah, I really want an email.
I do too.
At onefootpodcast@gmail.com.
Do you know I check it every day?
I do too. It's on my phone.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Look at you. I didn't know that. Yeah, we check it every day, folks.
Yeah, I try to check it before John checks it in case there's any hate mail because I love it. He hates it.
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
I want
Oh,
to.
have we gotten it?
What? No.
Oh.
I wouldn't delete that and not tell you.
Oh, okay. I mean, I still want to know. I just don't want to read it. Especially if it's about me singing Adelaide's Lament.
I would never tell you. If someone criticized your Adelaide's Lament, I would not. Yeah, because nobody would ever do it. Also, love it. Love this scene.
Aww.
Love all the dead people singing around them. Oh, so good.
Oh, she's still alive, thank God.
On a gas fire? Yeah, well, they were all stoned all the time.
Chinese food sounds really good.
So a bunch of people got murdered. Sally the Slut was murdered by the Crypt Keeper.
Crypt Keeper was murdered,
by Jack.
In
self-defense?
He's self-inflicted
his
wound.
You're right. He went to attack
stake.
Jack, and he jumped onto a stake in the middle of their weed
garden,
fields. Yeah.
Which had a scarecrow, I guess.
Yeah, that's where he landed. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you don't want, animals picking apart your money. That's money, John.
That crooked picture?
What about that crooked picture?
It makes me think about this photograph that I saw of one of our presidents, maybe...
J. Edgar Hoover?
No, he's got glasses.
Does Hoover not have glasses?
Maybe he does. Maybe it was Hoover. He had a dog.
Nixon?
No, it was older than that.
Okay.
Maybe Hoover. It could have been Hoover. Whatever, it doesn't matter. One of the presidents. It was a picture of the day that they let his dog finally come to the White House.
Oh.
And he was sitting in the office, and behind them was a crooked picture on the wall. And I was like, you're being photographed with your dog in the frickin' White House. Can't you fix the fucking crooked picture behind you? I mean, it was very obvious. It was awful. What are you looking at?
I was looking for J. Edgar Hoover and his dog.
Oh. Put White House or something. I don't know. It was on... I follow a page on Facebook. It's like... Because I'm a nerd.
Uh-huh.
It's like White House... Historical White House...
Dogs?
Or presidency or something.
Historical White House dogs?
No, it's like... I don't know. It's like a historical... President White House thing. I don't know. It has something to do with the White House. Because I think it's fun. I want to know things.
That's fair.
Well, that's like that one... Oh my God, have we ever talked about that? The president that would whip his dick out every time?
Who?
That just caused Ashley to drop her phone. Oh God, what president was it? President...
Do you think it was like funny?
Yeah, like he had a big dick.
Uh-huh.
And he loved to
That sounds like the
out.
guy who like talks with a cigar in his mouth. What's his name?
Yes. Hoover? No. Is that what we just said?
No, it's not Hoover. Is it Hoover? It's not
Taft.
Hoover.
No, not Taft. Taft was the guy with the bathtub. Oh my God, she just ripped his heart out.
She did.
This is violent as fuck.
Well,
Which, by the way, weed has never done this.
I mean,
No, it hasn't. I'm sorry. Weed has never. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's a statistic that is still upheld. Like, if you did weed and then went and did meth or something afterwards that same afternoon, then yes, this might have happened.
who's the guy who always had a cigar in his mouth? He was ridiculous.
God, what was
Oh,
he was horrible.
You know what? No Such Thing talks about him a great bit.
Not Taft, not Hoover. William. No. Shit, what the fuck is his name? I don't remember the presidents right now because I'm drinking the wines. He had. God,
he wasn't a
awful,
president,
though.
was he?
Awful. Yes, he was. Absolutely was.
Penis.
You just type President Penis?
I typed cigar president penis.
Well, that's going to bring up Bill Clinton, probably.
It sure as shit did, John.
Well, just bring up President and
not only that, it
penis.
brought up a caricature of Bill Clinton and
Could you
Monica
not?
Lewinsky.
No, take out cigar. Take out cigar. Just put President Penis.
That's gonna be even more Bill Clinton.
No, it's not, because he's not the one that whipped his dick out all the time.
Oh, right, but...
There he is. That's him right there. That's him. That's him.
This is LBJ.
LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson.
That's not his name.
That's him.
Lyndon Baines Johnson is
That's
the
his
name?
name.
Is that really?
Yes.
Then we're not talking about
Don't question
We're not
me.
talking about the same person then.
Oh, well then I'm sorry.
I'm talking about another dude who
that's
whipped
the
out
one
his
that whipped
penis
out
all the
his dick.
time because that's a thing that... Yeah, Lyndon B. Johnson. You're right.
He's the one that whipped out his dick. He would do it all the time.
I am thinking of a guy who did a lot of speeches. He also whipped out his penis a bunch.
He did? God, there's more than one?
Are you joking?
Can you imagine? Why do we have these horrible presidents?
Are you... I was like, are you joking? I've seen people masturbate in public.
Yeah, but not the president of the United States of America.
I've also just never seen the president of the United States of America in person. Who's to say that they won't have their penis out masturbating if they're a man?
Can you imagine? Can you? Well, I mean,
I've
Donald
seen
Trump,
it.
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably could happen.
Gross.
It'd be disgusting to see.
Yeah, I bet there's
With
like
his-
weird
God,
noises,
can you imagine?
like
It's
too
probably
loud.
Like that guy that I encountered that had
Oh, they pulled the
penis
foreskin
the size
over?
of, the size of my thumb.
And, the way he made it sounded like he was like pumping it, like you know those things that you used to pump, like those balloons,
It was-
those.
Oh my god! Well, it was kind of like, okay, so he okay. Imagine my thumb. Okay,
Uh-huh.
this is my thumb. This is his hand. His foreskin. He's got it in his hand. He's pulling it like this.
Like he's pumping it.
And then came into his foreskin and then plopped it out into the toilet.
Oh,
And do you know what's funny about this? Is like I sat and watched while my erection completely just flaccided itself. I don't know what you call it. Deflated. Because I was completely not turned on. But I was fascinated. I had to watch him do this. I was like, I've got to see this to the end. I have to see how this movie turns out. Even though I hate it. It's like Scarface. Well, the remake, not the original by Howard Hawks. Oh, look, he's playing Roosevelt.
Yes. The Roosevelt was... They talk about... I think they thank J. Edgar Hoover in this movie. Like they do a nod to him, and then Roosevelt is the current president at this time. But Hoover was the president when the FBN started. That sounds like a old TV network, UPN.
It is.
Yeah, but so Hoover was the president that signed off on the original initiative, but then it went through like Roosevelt and
Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Delano, whatever. Isn't that the same one?
went through
that was
5
like Annie?
presidencies. Oh, I don't
The
know.
sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottoms all of that. Oh my god, we have to do Serial Mom.
Yeah?
Have you ever seen Serial Mom?
No.
The gasp. You haven't seen Serial fucking Mom by John Waters starring Kathleen Turner?
No.
And Ricky Lake? And Matthew Lillard?
I'm familiar. Matthew Lillard's in it?
Yes! And Sam Shepard, I believe, is in it too. God, there's everybody in that. Everybody's in that movie, and you've never seen it, and it's sad.
No, I think I've seen the beginning of the movie, and then I just didn't.
Do you know I watched it with my mom once? And my mom, because that's not the kind of movie my mom would ever watch. And I was like, Mom, you've got to see this movie. Because it's hysterical. And my mom actually really liked it. Surprisingly.
It's good.
Do you know what's funny? The Kathleen Turner commentary on it, though, is hysterical. Because Kathleen Turner... It's like John Waters has this amazing thing where he gets people to be in these films, and then later they're like, "Oh yeah, I can't believe I did that." like were they on marijuana?
Winston Churchill was the man I was trying to figure out.
He was a prime minister. He was not a president of the
Right,
United
so
States
that's a
of
different
America.
country. That's why I was like, he wasn't a president, was he? I said that in the beginning, and you convinced me that I was remembering incorrectly.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't convince
Play it back.
anything.
Play it back.
You can listen to it tomorrow.
Winston Churchill, he smoked a bunch of cigarettes.
Someday, when I post it.
And I'm pretty sure he pulled out his penis a bunch because he thought it was funny.
Churchill, really?
I'm pretty sure.
And he had an uncircumcised penis, probably, because he was British.
Who knows?
I kind of want to know now. Was Winston Churchill circumcised? How do we know that? Can we find that out?
I'm sure it's on record somewhere.
Do you know what's
Absolutely.
really... never mind. I was going to bring something up, but I don't want to.
Okay. Wonderful. So, Jimmy still gets the chair, doesn't he? No, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't?
No. Because
why would he
was going to miss the senior prom.
Plants down
And
if she's just going to burn them? And she's still covered in fucking
to
blood.
further...
Oh, look at the ghosts.
Yeah, so Jimmy went to jail, and then Anna Gasteyer went to defend him. She's covered in Jack's blood because she murdered Jack. She finally, kicked the habit.
Wow.
Roosevelt
The devil
was
just
present.
burnt up.
I think he's just a demon, but regardless.
Oh.
Oh, no, Mary Lane, yeah, she'll be free of her shackles, so she'll be able to go to heaven. Right?
Oh, it's like that scene in 9 to 5.
Exactly like that scene in 9 and 5. 9
It's
to
the
5.
exact same scene. They've copied it.
Yep.
Frame for frame.
Yeah.
And now she's an angel. Look at her with her harp.
Uh-huh.
That has no strings.
It has
no,
strings.
it does. It does. It didn't a minute ago.
It had strings
No,
the
it
whole
didn't.
time.
No, it didn't. No.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are new. Those are new
No,
strings. She got it restringed
it.
so she can fly away.
Still play her song. So, Mary's gonna
Whoa.
wait for Jimmy.
That's fancy. That's God.
Absolutely.
Bad casting.
Bad casting. I think it was supposed to be
That's St. Peter's. Isn't
Oh,
St.
yeah,
Peter's-
because it's the gate. Yes.
St. Peter's at the gate, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's Jesus in there, though.
You know, I've been to St. Peter's
This sounds about right.
Basilica in
Yeah.
Rome.
And Joan of Arc?
It was amazing. Did I ever tell you about that?
Probably.
Probably. Yeah. I cried.
Yes, you told me
Not
that.
so much because it was hard to explain, but because I'm not religious.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, good God. Like when you walk into that, it's one of those things where it's like,
John, you cried over Criterion.
I do. But
I don't think it had to be religious.
No. And that's the thing. It was not religious, but it was one of those things where it was like you walk into a building like that, and you're just like, I can't even believe this is humanly possible, that this exists, and I'm standing in it. It's huge. I can't emphasize enough how big that fucking building was. Mm-hmm. It was like money. Like, what? this church got some money, bitch. And then it was even funnier because when I got in there and I was all emotional, I look over to my right.
That's my favorite line.
Oh, what?
When dangers near, exploit their fear.
Oh.
Go ahead.
When I look to my right, there's Michelangelo's Pieta. And I'm like, and I collapse on the floor and everybody has to pick me up. That's not true. But
are you
could
sure?
have been.
Don't lie to me.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's all a blur.
It's a blur. It actually was kind of a blur. And it's even funnier because when we were in there, did I tell you about this? I feel like I told you. Maybe I might have. But when, because my boyfriend at the time, I'm trying not to name names.
You keep saying that.
It's the same boyfriend that I keep talking about.
I know.
But he was trying to take pictures of things, but he was so shaky because, like I said, it was an overwhelming experience to walk in there, not just for religious people, but it was just crazy. It was like, I can't even believe this exists. And so he was trying to take pictures, and they kept turning out blurry because he was shaking so bad. And he was like, John, can you please take a picture of this? Because I can't get a steady shot. So I got his camera, and I stand there, and I'm like, to steady myself to get the right angle of the mosaic. Oh, because that's the thing, like the mosaics in the St. Peter's are replicas of paintings, but they replaced them with mosaics, with tile, because of the soot from candles.
Okay.
They didn't want to ruin the paintings, so they're mosaics instead, which I thought was brilliant. Anyway, they're so gorgeous. So I'm trying to get a picture of it, and I'm trying to get the right angle, and I steady myself, and I put my foot on this marble shenanigans of some sort. Probably totally illegal and popeliciously bad.
Oh.
And
I do like the word poopalicious, though.
So when I'm sitting there and I'm like doing that and I'm trying to hold myself, and Erica and my boyfriend at the time, I'm surprised I'm not saying his name, they were like, John, stop, get your foot off that, get your foot off that. And I was like, what? What's the problem? And I finally looked down and I've got my foot on the top of this glass marble case thing that has a dead pope in it. Like an actual body of a pope.
It's cool.
It was fucking creepy. Like it was the greenish, bluish, tinty body.
Also so disrespectful.
I'm like, why is there a poop in here?
Sounds like you said, why is there a poop in here? Why is there a poop in here?
Seriously, because I kept thinking like the crypt down, because that's everybody was trying to go, because we went when the new pope was chosen.
Yes.
And Pope John Paul had passed away, and everybody wanted to go see his body, because apparently that's a thing.
Prove it.
So, but that was all like in the crypt part, like under the chapel, like directly under. There's like a whole museum of bodies.
Crypt. Yeah.
And even further down, there's more. In fact, did you know, this is kind of interesting, because the altar of St. Peter's, the whole point of it being where it is that apparently right below the altar is where the bones of St. Peter's was buried.
Ooh, cool.
But there was never actually any proof that that's where he actually was.
Except for all the ghosts.
Well, when they actually did excavate or whatever and found the crypts down there, he actually was literally right below the altar of the church.
Right on.
Is that not nuts? That's crazy.
Super cool.
I thought that was cool. But anyway, so yeah, but apparently they had no space in the crypts for everybody, so there's some popes laying around in the chapel. No clue. Had no idea. And I was mortified. I was like, well, I didn't want to go on that tour. Little did I know, I had to see some Bernini and some dead bodies. God.
Think bodies are gross?
I kind of don't, I don't.
I've got bones beneath you, beneath this couch.
What?
Yeah, just a bag of like bones.
Okay, you're trying to be funny.
I do have a bag of bones.
What?
Yeah.
Under me now?
No, it's behind you.
What?
It's fine, John. I'll show you when we.
No, I don't want to know any of it. But anyway, so the Pope and the Reefer Madness. I'm gonna go home now. Goodbye.
Do you want a bone for the road?
No. Showtime Networks.
Ah! Oh yeah, it was a Showtime movie. It premiered at Sundance, and
Got picked up by them for distribution.
Maybe.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
BTW.
Maybe. And
Oh yeah, is there any other fun facts you want to talk about?
the budget was $25 million.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for this.
Well, I mean, they spent it.
Yeah, they
How
did.
pretty it is.
No, I mean, they
The
did a great
movie's
job.
really pretty.
It's very well done.
Yeah.
That is the thing, folks.
and-
It's a very well done film. Very well done.
Again, it is so good.
I mean, with that
Like,
budget,
all-
of course
all
it is.
around,
How
yeah.
did they get that budget?
So I don't know.
I can't believe they had that budget for this.
Maybe because they already had performances on Broadway or off Broadway.
Because did it gross a lot? Do you know that?
No, because it
Well,
it
was
premiered on Showtime.
so who knows?
So it premiered on a TV network, and I think they don't
those are
have
hard
to.
track.
Yeah,
Like Netflix, we don't know.
we don't know Netflix stuff either.
Ah, that's shitty because I kind of want to know if it did well. Like, did they make money off of this?
Right.
Because I
But
can't
apparently
imagine.
it did
I
well.
don't want to be rude, but
It did well
I
at
can't
Sundance.
imagine that they did.
But
That's the
I
thing.
can dig that.
Sundance. That's not the same kind of thing. So Sundance
Right.
is where people would get distribution.
Right.
Like somebody would see it at Sundance and be like, "Wow, we want to distribute that." So Showtime would be like, "We'll distribute that."
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they got green light by somebody. Somebody produced this
Yes.
before Showtime. Whoever, I don't know. And then this. Do you see what I'm saying?
I know
Do you
exactly
understand
what you're saying, John. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, did Showtime just give them the budget so that they? Do you know what I mean? To pay for it?
I don't know.
Like, is that how they sold it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
It is literally everything on here is Showtime. They have Dolby trademarks.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they
Right.
they want this movie. They got it.
Yeah.
They wanted it. They got it.
I don't know who. It could have been Showtime. They gave them money to begin with.
I mean, that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
But why would they premiere at Sundance then? Or why would they show it?
I mean,
Sundance?
why do some movies do limited releases?
Well, that makes sense because they're trying to get awards. Seriously, that's why they do that.
Well, maybe
They
if
want to be shown in theaters so that they could be eligible for nominations for the Academy or whatever.
Right. What I'm
But-
saying is, like, maybe it's something akin to that.
Yeah, but they could have just shown it in theaters. They didn't have to show it at Sundance, and Sundance wouldn't have done it anyway because Sundance is for independent films, and then that's
John,
where
I
you
don't have an
pick them
answer
up.
for you.
I don't know. But I'm saying I really wish I knew the logistics of that.
Mm-hmm.
Only for personal gain. Could I make a film and then get it picked up by Showtime?
Maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, if it's...
They seem to like Reefer.
Good.
Didn't they do Weeds?
Was that Showtime or HBO?
That was Showtime.
Oh, then yes.
Yeah, that was Showtime.
Yeah. Maybe Showtime's pro Reef.
Probably. They're probably California based.
Maybe.
Oh.
Do they have to
maybe
be
they all
California
are.
based? And
Well,
yeah,
the big
all of
studios
them would
are.
be, yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. Weed. Make it legal. Who cares?
Hmm. So what would you recommend?
Oh. Oh, jeez. You know what? I'm gonna go crazy and say Xanadu.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Xanadu?
No.
I didn't think so. It's nuts. Olivia Newton-John.
Okay. You're not selling it to me, you're selling it to them.
Well, Olivia Newton-John, Gene Kelly's in it.
Gene Kelly?
Gene Kelly.
That's what you had to say.
I do, but at the same time, once you see it, you're like, ooh. Because I think that was one of his last ones.
Well, it would have to be. Or one of Olivia Newton-John's, first ones.
No, it was after Grease, I think.
Right. No, what I'm saying is she would either have to be really young or he would have to be really old.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the case.
Yeah.
Hot dudes, though. There was a hot muse, or the guy that plays the muse, or whatever, the artist. I don't know. It's roller skates. It's musical. It's Xanadu. I mean,
okay.
Yeah. The same people that put on the production of this on stage also did Xanadu later.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and I did some work for that too. I did some. I painted the muses that came to life later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
Which was fun. It was very fun to do that. I like doing that. My cat actually was involved because he wouldn't stop sitting on the fabric that I was painting on. It was cute, and I'm pretty sure I have pictures somewhere. Anyway, yeah, so Xanadu. I would say Xanadu.
Right on. I would, if you liked Reefer Madness, the movie musical, I think I would recommend Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, that's a good one. You're going for very good musical. I was going for campy weird musical.
Well, I also think
with Gene Kelly thrown in.
Well, Reefer Madness is so self-aware, but they do it so well. I think that Little Shop also plays into their circumstances.
Yeah, they do.
It's a plant that eats blood. It's
Xanadu.
It's a mean green mother from outer space, and it's bad.
For the record, Xanadu does not do that.
Yeah. If you don't want a musical, I think another movie I think of is Starship Troopers. That because they are so self-aware, but they commit to it. Not that you enjoyed Starship Troopers.
No, but I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
They're committing. They're committing to the.
If it were an hour long.
Yeah, they're committing to the bit.
They should have that guy that did the edit of the Reefer Madness to come and do an edit of Starship Troopers. That's only an hour.
Oh, that was funny. I thought you were talking about Christian Campbell and Casper Van Diem. And I was like, they do look similar, John.
They could have sex.
They are the yin and yang of each other.
They could have sex.
Like one super blonde and one super brown.
You know what? They should just film themselves having sex and send it to me.
A pornographic film?
Yeah, but just for me.
Oh. I mean,
so if you're listening,
porn, right?
Could you just slap that onto a video and fling it over to my
ooh, gross.
email?
So sticky.
Sounds awesome. God, that sounds good. Woo!
So what are we watching next week? What's your pick?
Well, I already told you guys, but Ashley doesn't remember, so she's dying to know.
It's true.
A Citizen Kane.
That's next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not realize it. It was supposed to be, wait a minute, no, your pick. I think we're going to have to do a special broadcast of something else. But I'm not going to say on the air.
Okay.
So we might have to hustle and do some recording. But anyway, but mine is Citizen Kane, for sure. I'm sticking with it because I really want you to see it.
Okay.
And I want to talk about it, and I can fucking talk about Citizen Kane.
Isn't it 3 hours long?
No.
Oh, well then this will be fine.
It's from 1930 something. It's probably
yeah, and sometimes
no,
attention spans are different,
It's
man.
not very long.
Okay.
I don't remember it being very long, but maybe I'm wrong. Are you looking it up?
No.
Oh, okay.
So check back next week for Citizen Kane. Bye bye.
Rosebud.